I want to bring you back to 1996.
Mm-hmm.
You're at Fresno State. You're
Yeah.
coming back. You're playing against UMass at the Mullen Center.
Sure.
I was at that game
Yeah.
as a freshman at UMass.
Yeah.
And the crowd was pretty brutal
Sure.
to you,
Yeah.
calling you names,
Yeah.
trying to put you down. Do you hear that? Do you hear that now at all?
No. You guys paid a price for those names that night.
Yep. Well, UMass, they certainly did.
Yeah, a heavy price. They got whooped on national TV. The worst loss in the Mullen Center history. Do I hear those chants anymore? Very rarely. People are gonna have their opinion. People are gonna call me a junkie. People are gonna call me the kid that threw everything away. No, I have no empathy for that kid. He had it all. I have empathy for people who talk about people like that.
Yep.
I look at them different today. Instead of revenge, I look at them and want to help them. Because what person wishes ill will on a father of three?
Sure.
You know, I mean, you got to be a pretty sick individual to be that guy or girl.
So Chris, Needham, it's a pretty affluent town.
Yeah.
Do you feel that sometimes parents have blinders on that, well, we live in a nice town, my child, they can't possibly get caught up in the drinking, the drugging, the addiction, and the demons out there. Do you see any of that?
Of course. And then they wake up and it hits them right in their face. And they say, how did my son and daughter become OxyContin addicts, heroin addicts? Well, I didn't see this coming. This drug does not discriminate. No drugs do. Kids nowadays have it 10 times harder than they had when I was in high school. When I was in high school, there was no Adderall, Ritalin. Kids didn't take their first painkiller as a Perk 30, they took a Vicodin. If I mention Vicodins in my speech, kids laugh. They look at Vicodin like Tylenol nowadays. You know, a Perk 30 is like taking 6 Vicodins. That's what kids start with today. The marijuana they smoke is 10 times stronger. So, you know, I've spoke all over the country to different backgrounds, economic backgrounds, different neighborhoods, and I get the same emails.
Sure.
I get the same emails, the same tears, the same hugs, the same kids, man.
I can remember being a student in school and having guest speakers come talk to us,
Sure.
junior high, high school, people who were serving lengthy prison sentences who made the wrong decision. Either they got caught up in drugs or they got behind the wheel after a few too many beers.
Sure.
That hits home with some kids, but do you think your message hits home a little bit harder when they see, wow, this guy played in the NBA?
Well, I think that hits them. That hits some. I think it hits some of them that my dad was a politician for 18 years in the state of Massachusetts. He was a state rep. I think it hits home that, you know, my parents owned 3 homes. I wore polo shirts to school. You know, I had my own car in high school. You know what I mean? So it's just not like, ooh, like, you know, he grew up in a housing project. That can't, you know, that doesn't pertain to me.
Yeah.
Those days are done, man. You know, those days are long gone. If you can't see that it's in your backyard, wherever you go, then shame on you. And, you know, this illness will continue to thrive until people wrap their hands around that.
What's next for Chris Herren?
You know, I don't plan on what's next. You know, if I would have wrote down what's next 2 years ago, I would have sold myself short. One day at a time, my man.
One day at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Chris Herren, pleasure.
Thank you
for coming in.